bia na numa toso dada masa unuma duro ebisa kan dia enya sam keto akra time HHL ba Mr. no eno so ye duro wadwama so na eboaw etu rushes ase edi free private part wo enu etimi fanto anim sa immune system no ebusi your immune system and of course general well-being one kase wa pomuden nan kase besi PSita edro no ye time HHL ba Mr. we ehia so be yaransa dani da ewo sa wonunum bi na ebusi your immune system asrafo am woni mpedua no mu a wo mo boban ejeban ebo ho ban efri eye yade ho 0244 417 669 0244 417 669 eno ene ahoma obefrem penifo so e ma remfisa yen ye expert in sciatica na chese 21st clinic no 21st clinic ye ba ye nche bebre ba Ghana obiate yenka esanso ya ben ewa yersem obiani ho oral reporto eye sciatica problem ewa yasre ya wasanso ede yare na kofie binsida enso sciatica no ene se efi to ase etwa kosi ukotodwe anase utu echi hono mono wate ase esania de kokosi u calf ene wonentini no masa se ban se twetwon etode bia emuhyehyɛ ne ade to anamon se one try benye stroke 21st clinic yen yaba yede sa ya osa no so ede abama Ghana for be bia be wura bia no 21st clinic ne yebo yaba so se expert in sciatica me pacho yade bia yesa yade bia nya nonko yade bia yesa nemom dia ya bi wo mu no ene ye kan wasem nso dia kire no ye kwa 15 branches across the country. Number 1 hwa overseas junction ye ben Alpha Radio the same building na Sompa 93.1 ene Sompa TV ye wo mu no ehwa na 21st clinic so wo enu echi oboase your council quarters and as a court junction so Accra your domi market suya incransa techimai branches in ya twashita Ghana bebia 0249 311 wo freya ya betro de ben wo na so wetumi akọ na bibia koye kama e de amount enu echi 0540 311 311 wo friend line na ya bejo so ne enu edi nkomo Kulun Ghana Limited masa huntun capsules no wadwama so eno na etu eye prostate problems no asidie fru ho and wetin Mr. Q no and also ewadwama so blanks na duro no Mr. Q eyedura sexual weakness etu ase waist pains low libido sex slow erection premature ejaculation somehow ni nyina no eduro no Mr. Q araba vaccine pill and also yedura ewadwama so na boa na etu ye nuanom ma no mfikyirikọ etiri haw ni nyina no bosome so na ukọ afikyire na wuti pains etoda meye etoda bia about 7 days na swati na ka 3 days ni ade masa so menses no about 7 days na swati na ka best 4 days masa 3 days na amba no kope ba bia moja no esanse wan hwa debi a topic be yew e be hadwen tuanamo sesiei na miti Kulun Ghana Limited kope o madrive fence araba bazampe ne bi na bibia nko yemfama pharmacy and in drugstore bia herbal shop bia bewremu no edroni yemiensa hunchun capsules Mr. Q and the araba baxempel and only indrona yedin wadansa no pewe edi akire ye kwama no nya basesiei ba eye bet influencer no eno anadie kwama no ne betwe sen bet keke se no obi atwa bet ne bi but sir prince mesremo mo adwuma no munim so Philip mo adwuma no munim so ye nuanu ma no bi ho a wo mun hyeda nim so bebre but wo mun so ani don some be pesika kakra ade gombotom enu nti na bet we se ene so wo hyehya wo bet ni wie wa wie na wanya wo coats no mesraw wo nko emfa enye selfish no wache no wa ma grace bi grace nso betwa kakra no wa ma Jacqueline mo emma no wa mo bi no mo so atwa esanse wo mu di a who 4% of the omutry you know who 4% and on yen team fan from ho if you bet way ho straight and the amount bet the responsible way by national so terms and conditions apply regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet that responsible way ye kwama no ya ba grace som go MC ho na ye nda ye homra ye bape ejane be so ye be konko phone close so ekodi nkomo bebre e de fra ma no ya ba ye be sisia Okay, nti eno eye de eko eno no ye bekwa amanoni aba na yekwedi amanoni nkomo no na de efri ho pani nyina no ena no pe ye de won sama hodo no enso etumi edi ama remfi se anopa mi to anim se La Liga games kakra enso betumi akoso e ho wuram e La Liga ni mu enya sam keto kra so say ya de competition no ano ayeten enya sam keto join yen e wo Sompa 93.1 e wo Facebook ni so ni nkomo eneta ho me hu se dodo na aba platform ne so aye bebe din kita ho na de tennis nra we say green fellow lead eta from Girona upon mo 1-0 no owura ne tade Christian Suoni from Uruguay on the sheko ni social trefie ama Celta Vigo boboko no enso be bon makaba comment 20 owura ne tade Alfonso Gonzalez on the sheko Sevilla as a Utilas Palmas enso akaba comment 20 Yankopon yado na tempeni for the two powers enim sam ayete games ni mienu betuma koso na be bia so atumi ayanika enso ho we say Deportivo Alaves and tuma ne dani aye Valencia against betuma baso na according to aye La Liga from Penifono we see game no already dani Jesus aye Gil Manzano ono ana mo di game na sansa so nko champion hwa against so na be bia so antum anya kama eno so ho Real Madrid and Real Mallorca boboko no enso betuma bo eno and aye games I mean second day from live from Sompa 93.1 our radio no so again Sompa television no so na bibia so atuma so into Madrid bonda against aye Mallorca boboko no and aye de to twende te ya so and some ahodo pino enso pa our platform kesano so and what so man aye Coppa Italia Yankopon yad menete no final and no so ebetumi akoso Coppa Italia final no anya game ketwa and no so ebetumi abaso Yankopon yad man aye netay AC Milan and Bologna against no eho enkomo na eguso ayedi na bibia so atumi aye kama na mpenefo dia to powers anim so game no bekoso our stadio aye Olympico Rome upon tenso eho and a game no betuma koso me pato dia tenso granity ati aye Mauricio aye Mariani ono ana o maboni tin so nkwochinem no ohwe game no so bibia so ntumi nya kama enti eno ano so betoni e awo Sompa 93.1 platform so with him Pedro Martina Cruz my good friend what Johnny I got platform so Sompa 93.1 FM and so sanso yenu ML Aya Smith wonso Johnny we see heat ejano enyaso yenu Abdul Aya Basit wonso Johnny I got platform so ntime bia wo bia no ma yento wonka enano pay me hu se Filippo Kwabrika sem wonso Johnny enete enso ho a just inform Douglas don't wanna start pa aye platform na sunte no nsa opa na wo so share page no afofo nso tumi anya bia hwe no wasan so like na yedi nkomo kama enso ho emre no anya so se yete wuram na stories ahoto ni nyina no ensa se emre na bibia so ntumi nya kama me patro me so se e de free bobo kwa ne den ade ban ye no ma so ye na me patro Papa Grace mam Thomas Muller enso picture ne kakra pictures bebre na free boy no enso so ye ba road ni nyina na ye ndi nkomo wunim se anura ana ban boboko no enso party a omo kokoye we ibiza no omo return here na omo bebedu omo ban no wunim se still Thomas Muller anko team camp of friend abusuafo so omo mbra no munye party kakra nti se prince dia wo hwe e wo ho no aye spa na chasa omo kokodware ye massage ni ani jebebre na koso we ni koso e Eden aye thermal spa eno wo munchin anase Germany abonten so 20 players ono invite omo amomu na kwachi omo ni esanse season wey abana wie ya ne footballing career eno so abana wie with the bind boboko no and ayen some ne so fru apenetay ana yeguso yede nsam no and they may tear for life on Sompa 93.1. Me part of Grace mam next video no na mintin komo mami the president of Italy over the Teddy Sergio aye Mattarella when me say now Paul House be your story so o share a similar boboko no asat and anopa ya tuna no na ayata place na kwakotru aye omam penin nso so ye achasa bibia nso to me call so when me say later boboko the Teddy Bologna and so koye and two team no enyina ekwesha president nti president no ana wo hwe was Sompa na 3.1 ma mo hwe Facebook no Italy mampani ono na tiri na aye white no nti or advising players no or advising two teams ni nyina aka cha mo hwe wei ya agro ana mo bebeti do hwe aye competition mama enso pep sama da se mama somdwe enso intumemra anti trophy no and we peja a chese auditor aye two sides no president in advice wo mo yentie afutuo no na afi yento aso ntem.
Non dico deludente, ma casuale quasi di concludere un torneo, però anche quello fa parte dell'emozione che il calcio riserva. Auguri, grazie per quello che fate e vi raccomando, rammentate sempre, come è stato detto e come ben sapete, che siete riferimento per tanti giovani nel nostro paese e negli altri paesi da cui provenite. E il vostro comportamento è esemplare per i ragazzi e per i giovani. Questo è un valore che è sulle vostre spalle, sulle vostre capacità di campioni, sulla vostra responsabilità. Auguri.
Nti eno eye de ekoso eno no we your president for Italy and no advice aye two sides na echina and tempo and a game no enso to me basu AC Milan and Bologna Coppa Italia and so find no grace go so be cheche mu na epini no I say Italiano na chese ono so eka honti afutuo and no odema two sides na bibia so to makoso winim sam and na aye 2 years and 2023 ana bobo kwa the third bossa and so a ball game against Espanyol na a final just in fact game Barca Energy League you know na shede course we stadium ho when him say game no ban na Barcelona 4 years so be celebrate kakra na me pacho Espanyol for bufui wa mo ntia sasa Barca and so be celebration na so be jomani e wa group man so and to stadium mo mutum light no said the be yanko beto supporters players so po mo ni ate me pacho enunti enei Barca from penefense game way e ba na wie ya wonim say and against Espanyol and also weekend against Espanyol Barca boboko no enwini pa wo mo ana agila liga title no wo mo sing enei wo mo celebrate so mo age aye game amoche aye trophy no kra awo aye Espanyol and Sofia because of that fierce rivalry at the two clubs in Tamuntino and they will take advice from 2 years ago this year and one some celebration kakrebi wo mo enshada enkoye bebre amanu konkobro so one sha sembesi esanso ukrafie anasan watamfo fie de ukojubileti bebre asembeti mapa eno ayade no so afiri won so totwa ena no peyegu so yade nsama utono ate epa na bibia so tmakoso me pacho aye Grace mami Argentina aye federation president ogranite ade Claudio Fabian aye Tapia hwe video no sa prince video na da so Sompa TV ne so no masa we your football game ekoso ewo aye Argentina banso Boca Juniors ne River Plate bar enya yizekura anu ye den na president no akasa diafa ade we ho o se we enye hooliganism mo amuka se moko Saudi southern part of America and also South America wa I say etutro sem edos ho no o se enye pitch no so na ekoso we no eka aye part of football no enye boring game football aye game back one debiata ukwa I was so nya ni je and we nyina no ema game ni ye fair or say you part of our game we and a distinct Argentina football no from other iron football games and also to be so e wo wiase we ayo gba ni tin ade Claudio Fabian Tapia on your president adema omo ni tin and so the Argentina or more football federation no and you go so I don't want someone to adem ye for I go to make way so the part of Grace Real Madrid innovative free kick practice bia almost so ye separate ade we nti omo practice a free kick na ade no wo a digital Grace san call back na sase biem ube hu say sa we na change hono no when we so ma connect e dia laptop enti eye digital a chasam the old in anunie enti nipa no te laptop no ho no otumi mmia baabi na players when omahuri akosoro atase te said they are normal footballers omoto eye wo no na obo free kick na omutumi ehuri koso so ehu de ekono sa pepepepepe we eye innovative ade amadre boboko no enso afaso practice eye free kick enti sa Ghana ha bia ukọ eye kotoko training ground ho ukọ ngatim bisa house of folk training ground players no na moto wo enti wo player bia obo shota na watcho ho no abafem na kwakoto atenem wia na wakasa wo yade eno eye boboko na tede Madrid amusugu so amoye enso no we eye de totwa na dai yegusu yade nsama utoni na atemi yetiefo agbotumete kesipa we so bakia na nsane na ana power horse be story so penia ne tede pintos no nei oko eye Madrid academy ho akwakoye adwuma as a physical trainer enso tumi de amomo ni nyina so ogura de tede Sabi Alonso pano waka ache eye Florentino Perez ani mpenifo no se ordinary full back room staffers and ade pa enti eyade ne no openino enso tumi nya adwuma enye ewo boboko afansa Madrid enti okwa academy ho akwakoye adwuma eno eye nsema ne so totwa eno no pay gu so de nsema uto no ate amie tefo tubete so me pato Grace Mami Lionel Messi no the best goal nie and ayan some no sefu pa this morning ya the stories out no and so to me the pa na bibia so to my kama me part of Cristiano Ronaldo or mami efense Maria the Loris dos Santos Aveiro winim say enra mami we abrewa no koi ekokwohwe ne nana so bobo edema Portugal enti mami na etewo no mo no obehu say ani gya no enso pa enti akra no making a debut at ma Portugal national team no metre under 15 and pay ye bebe ye ho stories bebre e wo fia ademagetie for take it from me sa enyama me nko asa ebusondo to na no koye enti Georgina Rodriguez ono so koye maame enso koye ebusondo to na no ekweta ye Ronaldo pa no sochi masa so ufre ebusuan ano odin ti se Ronaldo die na ade bia be bia no asa wiase epetie sansa onyo no nko na ye obo game but dodo na no eni akokodi eche anya samketwa enu aye nsema so totwa no yeguso ide nsema hoto edepa na bibia so atuma ye kama me patcho mo wura ifensa Patrice Evra ode nsema todwa e dia for legendary coach openi afensa say Alexander Ferguson ho according to Patrice Evra o se so tenase no oya analysis how Manchester United team no perform this season United toss 16 our Premier League no mum. Now according to Patrice Evra, say Ferguson na was here. Me patcho Grace Dikam mami David Beckham picture no 2003. Separate how do we? David Beckham mama so na ni achi win mu say apai a chese yede plus sata so we 2003 Ferguson pala ni bufuye ano two shoe at the bob David Beckham amane paye na ye fra bibi hair dryer treatment so Ferguson bufu na uye bibi sa prince anka utiwe na we bebe gina so no kasa gu so ne tutuo no eba so ye fan hair dryer treatment Manchester team mo Ferguson Sadia na masa we nimpa we player wotewa okasa na asa wonsono kra edane na ayamuhihye ne nya easy na Patrice Evra say Ferguson na wo sesia anka Ferguson beko jail this year anko beko jail sense bufo ha go be si treaty players no anko be bu bi kra ne ate yente ne nsam no hawa o chechemri twe wiase yente Patrice Evra
right now he will probably end up in jail. There's no way Ferguson won't be in jail with what he have done to him.
He's throwing boots at people, come on.
Oh, come on. You know many players I saw cry because he gave them the hair dryer and throwing boots. This is our not story, we just tried. He was evil. Like I remember Welbeck, we had a friendly game in Saudi. We had a penalty. Once I gave the ball to Welbeck and Danny missed the penalty. But we finished, we lost the game, but it was like a friendly, it was like 45-minute game when in the dressing room, Ferguson. Welbeck, looking at, and I remember me and Welbeck, we were in the toilet. Welbeck was having his pee, like Ferguson was shouting, who the you think you are? You come in the first team, you take a penalty, you're gonna and I was boss. No, but it's okay, bossy. the friendly game, you're gonna never like to tell you. It's like no favor.
Nti eno a former United player for Patrice Evra and other son someone to just way one more kobo na your preseason game the okano na your preseason game Manchester United game no e koso penalty by and Dan Welbeck e kobo penalty say no that's a preseason game na Welbeck e ko say e penalty a Ferguson the way ne bufu ya no nyasam ketwa na mo ba dressing room no according to Patrice Evra na Dan Welbeck e wo e tole so anasa o John so na Ferguson ko get na chi no otem where is Welbeck nyasam ketwa kranti Ferguson no still season ha de e koso no so opening wo ho a anko babu obi anka bia obetwito obi mana kwaje eno ayogura ne Teddy Patrice Evra and somebody to try no pay go so story to one so pa anchasa nyasam ketwa mentwa so nkonsam from men konkodin komo so ego United bobo kona so here mama ogura ne Teddy Garinafo den sama to twa na according to ogura ne Teddy Garinafo no say Prince Gawisi wonim say nyame yatoma aya 28 at 21st and a Europa League final and so because Garinafo says what now say or your analysis now first of all Manchester United team no just one player so we combine 11 Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United we kabom now form just one team we combine 11 just one player and obetme wurem into the Spurs team and not show how terrible Manchester United team in this season here according to Gary Neville. I said the biggest reason is when I look at every single player in the Tottenham Hotspur team, when you look at Dejan Kulusevski, when you look at Son Heung-min, I am Brennan Johnson, Dominic Solanke, James Maddison was there, Jivi Bissoma and Papi Matasar, Christian Romero, Mickey, Ayo Van der Ven, Pedro Porro, Destiny, Ayo Dogi. When you look at those players like with United, only Bruno Fernandes will get into the 11 of Spurs and no reality and so Eddie Garinafo and some of the two Janono or see goalkeeper in the Obaka say balance. So we use Spurs goalkeeper this war now the Andrew Onana and so by Sini Chaya Obaka say balance a 50-50 or be able to master Emana ye a sense of Vicar no only Andrew Onana difference beyond him and no your granny Eddie Garinafo and some of the two Janono and you're very terrible according to Penino, Utumusha, Manchester team and Koye, Tima Bakotos 17, Nabakotos 16. Some we combine 11, not just one player in the bedroom was Spurs team no or see Osro at the United our Europa League final and also bet Mabasono now according to already Teddy Garinafo no or see our two players be Casemiro and the already and so the Bruno Fernandes one more two players and now on bet amo a young class A performance at the betino na and also to papa so now so two players so many dead here Manchester United bet winning and I already Teddy Garinafo for summer or the Twitter this morning and you go share in some out and so to me the me tier for live on Sompa 3.1 now according to already Teddy Garinafo or see Manchester United team in season no upon a year he's expecting so between 8 or 10 players Manchester United bet on Mukwain players bet say 8 and also 10 when bet on Mukwain ebi a salary I was Braconye Jadon Sancho because of the salary Manchester United bet metal crime over ni Teddy Casemiro and so salary nti Manchester bet metal crime Marcus Rashford salary the same reason Anthony performance alternative with Betis and so salary was so likely say United better quite at the end of the season and watching the 5 more players one monsono be a team better as a result of a performance and no you carry enough in summer or also the 2 powers in him and not on a no so can you say surprise me news in the year or see the last 10 years there was no single player apart from Bruno Fernandes offering the club ever no obejo the club no we improve in terms of performance so what in the performance obejo na do United at the total performance and what na do on the previous club and no United did so they confirm no there's no single player just one per United we improve or no reason to ojidi say etoda bia ebetuma ba some coaches no enso ntumi moa in improving the players and you run this media to no also the likes of Bastian Schweinsteiger obomuten and Hilton Maria mo wo mu ina pa ya chess performance no enso ntumi improve no again somebody be a free boy and also go na say pa and not no pen no me part mami Mikel Antonio accident no surprise me nim so okay Mikel Antonio accident no we December anonya kwa akwenhia no hwe we e wo Sompa TV ne so hwe ka no sade esiye ya prayer no emu na nyankopon ko a wababo ntense odaso eda awurade ase o say thanks to God say a sound accident we na anko so hwe ne nkwa awurade na je no ba football no atoda bia ye football players no wo say ye to o mase say prince when him say player pra from December edibesine on to more football but June 30th na the contract wu West Ham United made us a club in the Betano Kwamanako a son salary no was so woman entry and sabi apaching yet to a player we pray for base of 5 months there and also what at time for bare 5 months on to be mobile and former club no anti contract in ewu June 30 2025 ya mbeja no kwan amon so free club no so tomako and ayanso mani so totwa no na Mikel Antonio a confirm adamo power so rate no ayade aka just some few days na the contract in bewu and now some I can just best of 1 month na contract in bewu ayade still team no a man contract extension and no dia dancer so mbeja no kwama nako footballers wo moji salary e wo soro a monto o mose no ayansama and so free na so tocha and no penny egusu de won sama wuto no at the MAT for life from Sompa 93.1 me ko yenwa Nigeria ni no and so say anope ye be ye son wo fia adama yete for say boy you know and supra no anode how wachese okwa hiti aye goal post no yimpa and akopim goal post no anopa no be ye story no adama say still owo koma na ni sunte no since when we hear any surgery no idea anu oden eno enso nsama ni so toja when we say no moko hospital those days no and ye surgery dia anu oden abi wo ye ball pan ye mo injection said ye beya won so better but say yes spine no that just say a ball injection wo spine na ye twa kra na won te any ade but we saw unto me antinani I saw the story and no ye defu oba ye nyina ne dem paye eta na chi se bibia so betuma koso ede ama ye nwa taiwo aye awoni yi enso bibia so betuma koso ede ama no ye defu na so totwa and no pani egusu edo won sama wodo no ade amye for apostle Jeffrey sorry we see aye aduma bo won krofo de wachi the same thing na we are star we aye Ruben Diaz mam ono and the girlfriend womu pay ekope bibi dey na womatena womuka mu nyina mo console na nsamtrafo e de paparazzi cameras no e di womachi abaya no ene nsamtrafo e kasai entie ni nsam ni bi.
Yeah, they're currently being followed by a van of Paps. Yeah, this big black van there. Cool. They were, when we came up the restaurant, they were like spread across the road and we got straight in the Costa. They didn't get us, and now they're following. I mean, half of mine to just give them a show and the other half is hide.
Inti enye ise abaya no ana utesa no okache ni kunu no okache ne boy no inti otwa nani ehwe eye otika ni mo drive ni na no otwa nani hwe obehu se nsamtrafo enso e the cameras esisiwo dia wo hye agwaponten wo your star masa sabi ukoja una kra yankrofo wo mo hwe no mutie wo mo hwa ha wa bibia so ebetuma akoso abrabo we mo no wunya meye star obi amfa ho wo bebe ye star pe wo na ba bi owu ye ekosie ni no na wiase epa ahwe no mu patie enso ya nsama no so etotwa eneta de egusu de won nsama wuto ni nyina no atepa na bibia so atumaje kama masa no referee way surprise referee ya fan sir Steven Wilson mama no picture was on TV no so ya jele no ayam 9 years ni nyina no se wokwa repu obi na de tene se nimpo ko repu no so kwa so ye bema asam na reho awo US so see de amin second se when you say escape a jail sentence for 12 years asam ye call na wakwa appeal na sa for 12 years na the tenye ye say our West Midland eho and go taxi station back on ana oshi obi ho nimpa no nim no ana oni din komo sa ana so yanko party kakra na party na mokon a girls party afi boy ni so edinachi utum so ye dwamafo pa wonim nimpa no o ka cho say yanko girl party nti no sorry edinachi enwan so omukọ ofie according to a detective animpa kwadubofo a ogina mu prosecutor no and somebody to dwa court nie and say how or convince boy no eno no odini ko ofie am kodu fie pe eno lock door no or locking no di pono enso edi shame say boy no hwe kakra afi o hwe kakra no aba ne nchen papa wei atumi awro ne pieto de akofom aka chen say sabi adenchen onsusom emfama no owia onfa nano a odi cartons no onfa ma no atwen ni nyina ye de koso me pa to de tell say nay court say o ma hwehwe asem ni nyina mu awie and 9 years Penny Professor Stephen Wilson 55 years nsem hunu ne wede no onkonkoda efiase eno ayenso mani so todwa no according to detective constable aye Chris Hawks ono anade nsem we to powers anima yenso yejem ade amayetie for yemra no yelso Frank Lampard say enro game na course no wo mu deserve so wo mo nanka wo say wo mo qualify eswetumi ko manim wonim say game we na ye Sunderland and Coventry City and omo boy but Lampard say Sunderland na omo qualify ko manim no omo deserve kra so some qualify yente Frank Lampard
dominated the game. Yeah, that's the biggest example I think I've probably been involved in that because firstly congratulations Sunderland, they go to the final, but the immense pride that I've got in my players, like over the 2 games, anyone who watches the 2 games dominated at home, dominated the game for possession, we know, mistake and they score, etc. But dominated that game, and I think dominated huge periods of this game. Played, controlled second half, wave after wave of control.
Eno Frank Lampard and some of the two channel or say one more and we deserve some cause some qualify we share numbers no obi o share game no be bia no be one dance here say one more Coventry one more na cause some qualify and no permit to him say United a cancel end of season party. It's also so celebrity amuchidi say a celebration of mediocrity and there's no end of a season party and no cloud internet for some fan to him sir for the fastest and stable internet connectivity was so Johnny and near Ubo company who installation of internet and famou and watching Wi-Fi installing famou hotspot deployment CCTV camera and also installing a being famou digital security lock and then locks ni biaba surprise when him say go hokra na okasa na bie eda na okasa auto voice ti okasa ya no bie ama no awuram ene ade ni nyina cloud internet for and so aja bi e we ahwe ye chokwan e wo kumasi atopai ya ne Love FM dano ene denim hwe no so be frey e wo 0244 601933 0244301933 wo frey line so a ye beto so ye no bedin komane bibia so etum aye kama gentleman dental from penny force me fanto anim ene den no brea so esesi bibia fa wo se ho sabe wo se kaka ha anaso wankasa obie wanum na wo kaga po ha wanhwa se fa wo so a wankasa aduane kwa nya wo de me so wanum pampa ni nkoyie wo se color no na ye white se aye green yes a Ghana flag red kakra yellow kakra wo ho ni nyina enchen kran enya ne jekura but ade ba kunye ene sasa pampa we wanum a obi anya confident enya kukudro nka nkyerɛ wo sa pampa wanum Meswada was winya sa routine no sa brena brebia obekwa gentleman dentals na wakwakoye aye wo se ho adwuma na bibia so tuma koso sinatu anasa bu opese yen shanfo framfama yenye wo sin white enfama ni nyina be yama ye kira kwan wo Kumasi Abrepo Junction behind the Total Filling Station Techima magazine wa kwantempona ekọ Techima market wono obehuya Accra ye wonungwa again Accra ho ye sanso another branch ewo Atomic down Kofodia ya adjacent to the Central Police Station market wa takrade pipe no ayam Tadisco kwan so anase Tadisco Johnson so eho na besenso hu ye eno aye gentleman dentals first see our lines na egu screens na so 0559 139582 0559 139582 offer line so a ya beje so ne yenu atin koma abedafo atenase Apostle General Jeffrey Asari atenase Sir Prince enso ha ana fi the Kuli High Man Philip Nkumsa ono so atenase mpenifom makwaba bibia so ye bokode
ya menua bibia boko
Yankopo adaroma
the Yankopo ase question no
Uzo bi de wa edi.
I see. Apostle say ni kwa so musa nsa asam kra.
Ya te akra no na metwe Gary Jamie Carragher ne Barcelona legends nsam bi hu. Na ye nsam bebre.
Okay.
Se ba eba mic mu na man for her. Be hu se be raise eyebrow. E ye nsam bebre. Ese wa woni ma apostle. Apostle yo no. E nsam bebre. Se na de ye papa che wo dia forget it.
Okay. And no man na fiase anka. Me say Lami Yama so a Madrid player.
On sa no panone story bi fa dia Fabio Capello ne we mo kan anopa yure.
Center del Bosque mo.
Okay.
And on say medican aka ho asem say me no. Ballon de Yendro.
Okay.
But me nanka me to aba na me kan e ba mu a. Straight away the Ballon d'Or should go to Lami Yama.
Okay.
Straight away. There's no doubt about it. Only Rafinha mo, Mbappe mo, Salamo with the numbers are competing. But the era of Ronaldo and Messi is gone. Let's do away with the number system. Let's go back to the olden days. And Zidane, Ronaldo de Lima, even Ronaldo as a striker, when he was winning the Ballon d'Or, it was never about Ronaldo. It was about Onwane Bon.
Young Prekona. Messages be brave.
Was it? No issues.
Okay. Let me have Ballon d'Or. We are with this performance.
A lot of messages never until Emrepem Yabakin canning in every ho. Ya acknowledge mo say Mosma Johnny ye. Owusu Richmond mon for Douglas mo ya acknowledge mo. Jale young Sir Prince Yanko.
Nice one. Paris, me we move straight away. You see, transfer window no enche beba. And whenever it gets to this time of the season, you know who say teams are serious. Especially those that name uncle and farm momo. Oh, me serious or one person or one proper rebuild. Not the following season, or Muntimin come back to their normal groove, no. Powers, this time around, and almost shall say so move your more transfers home come. But my head 3 teams be England. Powers, my wounds are munye serious at all. Manchester United, Chelsea, and then Arsenal. These are the 3 teams that this particular season, they are all struggling. And where Arsenal, they perform very well outside England in the UEFA Champions League. They perform very, very well. But one thing the woman say, when you come to the domestic air league now, Nene man shut down kuye as to how Arsenal for bepe no. Because second ne kwana say no, possible say be a omubet me free one no kwana. Let's just say Arsenal this second in poa. It isn't an improvement upon last season adi omoye. So there's nothing better achieved this particular season. Premier League name them Arsenal. Where Chelsea are, look at the spending so last season baby omudi and the spending so people were thinking say Chelsea bet me a compete better. Even they got to a time Chelsea were on a winning streak and not add say we bet me a Chelsea. We started see Bema Chelsea for higher part of the competitors, title contenders, but coach sorry a day in day out or say on their title or monka who.
We are not title contenders.
Look at where Chelsea is right now. You talk of Manchester United. On Soko Europa is no Europa League final. It will be a or born home or Europe. But when you come to the domestic air competition now, it is very abysmal for Manchester United. And these 3 teams, no, right now, Castle are making some major stakes. They want to make an amendment going into next season. But they be the transfers or more. I'll compare them to Manchester City. How difference is it here? How Manchester United, Manchester City, I remind you say, next season they want to come back stronger. Because one of the teams say English Premier League in recent years, over the top 2 near there and it won't be. But this season, say or compete to be a part of the teams of Moko UEFA Champions League, telling you say, and man koye and far more. And looking at how almost see almost signings, I will relate it to Manchester United. You talk of Chelsea and then Arsenal. Maybe related there to no matter what be. Let's start with Manchester United powers. Say every Manchester United fan knows, and every football fanatic and him say for Manchester United team no omu here reinforcement bebre. Enya baako nyemienu. Manchester United team right now.
Gary Neville say as many as 10 or 8 or 10 players crown was some ship them out.
As look, omu here proper reinforcement, not just any reinforcement, proper one. And omu here do omu team nimu. Because if you go to their goalkeeping side, a question mark is here now. Andrew Onana is still yet to be trusted at Manchester United. You must say also only why I tell behind. Do they even trust him? No. You go to the defense. Number 2, Yehwanya, Jogo Dalot. Day in, day out, or the reason why Manchester United for any class or more or not the ball number 2. The number 3, why the ball them? Look, so injuries say Hannah Tare Malaysia way. They say he for the Manchester United 3. You go to their centre back position. Is it not always about a brand friend Harry Maguire assembly? You can honor. Lisandro Martinez, they say injuries Hannah ultimately stay fully fit. Victor Nelson, Lendl of Motion, you who Brabia or Mobile Manchester United. You go to their midfield. The same thing. Casemiro, it wins some good games at the mount. But because of our negatives, ne adults with team Nimuntino, who won't say one game or benya a bad game, no, now for the Modo Manuel Gunes, one after the Casemiro, a horrible season. You talk of air or beat the second menu. They say, Crado, I missing out of the system. A lot of players, Manchester United team, they don't deserve to be a part of the team.
Okay.
Look at the attackers at Manchester, a whole Manchester, and look at the attackers of Kutobo. We are talking about a Manchester United attacker. Nipa or ni Manchester United attacker or Mohotromo Amad Diallo. Just imagine this. Sama Diallo Mo United and him honum be in games or mobile. Na United Mohotromo. Eba ne say in the bedroom this time. And with all these things said, you must say team and as a players being and the United for now imagine so or more for Modi Omaba. And as we speak, powers, per the conversation and what I am hearing is Abranti friend Hassan Odoi and Liam Delap. Or when they say I measure as the 2 players are United for a here or more ya. Not Jonathan Ta Eddie Bataho, but United are giving up because of Bayern Munich issues now bahon. They feel like they don't want to go into any tag of war because already we know said the man right now at the helm of affairs or no crown they say no and near maso no tete or city near boka and you are no on go into any ABR our team be kwa kopre obi ho. The moment Jonathan Ta obi anim say untu scan the kwa kofano, but the moment Bayern Munich wants him they will give him some huge sums of money also kwa eso money scar ebebro sa ansa no wagya tum diaba, and United don't want to go into that kind of struggle no. And here we say Callum has Odoi and Liam Delap, are they even up to the standard of Manchester United? Are we for real? And no TT and Semna and you say be a rumors are kekeu. There are conversations going on. Liam Delap, a very good player, but frankly speaking, I don't think he's up to the level big clubs no or BS or Mofano. But this is the player Manchester United is talking about. You go to Arsenal. You must say Arsenal says the players being and or more transfer shortlist so. Ubenya Alexander Isak, Nidin was to the make and you Isak or Victor Gyökeres or Benjamin Sesko and then Nico Williams honum. But you must say with all these names on Kabekas and I say Arsenal for Komoya something good. But him say Alexander Isak, the issue on it and I say no Obian say Newcastle bet me qualified to the UEFA Champions League. And Arsenal are right now thinking of it say Alexander Isak Newcastle qualify for the Champions League. That's all more konwa. And run me chiremu about Nisika Semna or Manaya Kalese on Pese on Beman contract no the release clause somewhere around Bruno Guimaraes the Biashim. Akosra 83 million pounds no monfanshim famano. And Manchester United are thinking about this say a bad day for Newcastle. So major Abrante FN Alexander Isak without mentioning huge sums of money because or more qualified for Europe. Inti Manchester Arsenal to ho. O de no so to on ma Victor Gyökeres paid them come on met in say they are contemplating on it say Victor Gyökeres cry him fan obon the ball Portugal into so she goes for Portugal is he ready for the Premier League? A very genuine question so bisa asem na per hour and Yemen City no Victor Gyökeres baby usina kan but ade a twa me nsunu ma ye me yadema Arsenal fan bia ne say after saying this thing about Victor Gyökeres say obo Portugal no yemu say the next person ye hwan Benjamin Sesko and right now the all options na omuye ni nyina no de ani ne ba no ho so a Arsenal person omo mfa ne mra Benjamin Sesko. So this is my worry here. If you are thinking about Victor Gyökeres or obo Portuguese league enti bia he is not ready for the English Premier League. It is good. We are right to say that because of how our levels Nimi City. But Yemu says is Benjamin Sesko also ready for the English Premier League? Why? Because they think he's playing in the German Bundesliga. German league, no, I was also a Portuguese league. But the player in particular, is he one of the best in the German Bundesliga? No. Even in that team, like Ikoma Openda, on the main attack academy RB Leipzig team, no. So if Arsenal Omo consider all these things, now he sack, the chance is there for you to get him. Victor Gyökeres, the chance is there for you to get him. Now Benjamin Sesko, when he tells how unserious Arsenal is. 5 years without a trophy. And this is what Arsenal is wanting to do. Now, they are not one of Nico Liams assembly. I can't want to be Timmy Rahonum or Mato Martins Mendy, and right now Andra Beta and Honum. We were all thinking Sandra Beta Abanedia, oh, obit me and Niema Edia Tottenham Kwema proper players. But this is the situation of Arsenal right now. You go to Chelsea, Mianka Seme Chelsea Powers. Say, see, I'm no say, just like I spoke about Arsenal Manchester United. Players are more on the transfer list. The biggest priority for Chelsea, no. Unim say Liam Delap Edin Wom. Unim say Alejandro Garnacho Din Wom. Unim say Abrante friend Hugo Ekitike, any Abrante friend Jonathan David or Mudin Wom. But Yemu say players na wo honom ne omo bo Mudin no. Omo Chelsea rada no. Omo amabo Mudin ne so sese omo ana. You see the mentality here. Papa friend Todd Bowley and the hierarchy no.
I say the same level na.
Same level na we here. Meanwhile, no, these players, what do you do? Bring in some huge sums of money. For player, all banana, he will hit the ground running. But this is also Chelsea's idea.
Okay.
That's what they compare Man City the Powers. Man City, even in a general transfer, they don't know. They went for Vitor Reyes, Abdulkadir Kushanov. Almost call for Omar Mamouche for 75 million. Yeah. This is a team who send a team no. Or yet this kind of inclusion even along the line of season now you have Florian Vest who say Enra Vest or mobile
on or papa ne or no or mami nyina ba.
Omudi who come say Florian Vest one person almost snatching from Bayern and then Tijani Reinders is also there. Okay. Let's not forget Abrante FM Wesley, Brazil, Flamengo, Liverpool and Manchester United now. But Manchester City are looking for these players. There is a team why not just say make us say bad performance or come this season. They want to come out of it. But your idea Arsenal, Manchester, Chelsea. Always baby, I'm gonna name it very, very bad.
Very, very bad. Filippo.
Bema.
To
Victor Gyökeres, Sporting CP confirm say, and they are so bit to 60 million euros. That is the release clause now. They will sell him. And when before extending the contract, also I signing a deal from Coventry City. To Sporting CP in the Portuguese league, you know, there was a clause in the contracts. Said time no soon as a release clause, 60 million euros, you know, Team Bibetia, they will let this boy leave. Okay. But their Arsenal Football Club, for now, no, Omonia Setson said they are going for Victor Gyökeres. And when I say, when Victor Gyökeres, a ball war England, you know, he played in the championship for Coventry. In no soccer for Victor Gyökeres now, the numbers near good Portugal, but then a very huge gamble. Ebesumi say there are players omo te sakwa ebi oho or boss small team and I say or board liga e wo from a I said the numbers in a year but what is the bigger picture no more nice or fumble a lot of players no much set is examples one player may or disappointing player Christian Benteke when he left Aston Villa to team Liverpool the numbers in a fina nyakra na nye into no clearly we saw say Christian Benteke was not a big game player and as a big team player, rather or belonged to the mid-class teams. Now, for Benjamin Sesko, the issue is that Papa na Efrani, Mikel Arteta, a big fan of the talent, you know. But say no baby no, and you about talent too. About when ever fill a void, you know. You see Arsenal Football Club. Minu na in himself the Arsenal Football Club, lucky, goals. Somebody about my Arsenal Football Club numbers. And I can still say this year, say Arsenal Football Club, no more a potent player and could be more numbers now up front and Arsenal be have Paris Saint-Germain. in both legs. In Arsenal Football Club, a torn in the flesh of Team Paris Saint-Germain. At a point, you could clearly see, say, Arsenal lacking number 9. And this issue where before and say call the second half of the season. And Arsenal this season, let me tell you this. This season, Liverpool is extraordinary. Liverpool are winning league, all right. But Liverpool are not extraordinary a team. So Arsenal Football Club make a little pusher. They could have the league was theirs to lose. This is no Petima, SOG League here, the Premier League. Nay Arsenal and Liverpool.
So many believe say Liverpool and winning league just because other teams fail to perform.
And one major issue Arsenal address and number 9 position issues, and Arsenal Football Club. I'll let you more doubts.
At a point in time, you're not what I have it.
As a point, Omuni back up for this boy Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka prayer, no, they experimented it in Nwaneri. In Nwaneri, a young boy, I feel no bad picture. Into no, Obama on the A game, but the A game, no, and even grade C at the final exam. Yes, Obama on the A game, but the A game, no, grade C at that is a Wase. That was the issue. Into no, clearly no who say it and Nwaneri bobo ni na, but then they do baby and answer or like kikakra. Into Ceciano, between Andrea Beta, the sporting director of Arsenal, and the manager from Mikel Arteta to choose between the duo. Because no credit about Alexander Isak is that the Prince Kayano, and you're likely Arsenal Football Club and Isak. He said Isak no, say even if so be fit Newcastle, he said Newcastle will pay more the man who. He says even if we fit Newcastle, the team probably I say omo bid ne be year amano team Liverpool. He said Liverpool let you go down with Nunez. Almost said that with Nunez no and you're carved in the Liverpool niche. I saw one man a lot of game time, but then no unjustified why I saw bomber team Liverpool. In say that with Nunez, or no your best part player. Say seasoning, worker players at Liverpool best shape your more outside. That with Nunez one. Wataru Wendo, the fellow Mbemanako, Costas Chimikas, Onuako. So there are players that almost be Liverpool. But Isak, so we move from Newcastle probably to Liverpool. Okay. Liverpool are prioritizing that move. But that's not for now. No money. I saw motor dice. What to do? What to do? Moments over for dying. Win him. So 1 or so 6. It's a Arsenal Football Club in him. I said some fair you. On him so more call for your caress. So more call for Benjamin Sheshko. And now so more pay Isak.
But it has been reported say. Mikel Arteta benya a cash of around 100 million.
And he had a transfer war chest. But 100 million is not enough for Alexander Isak. Newcastle are pricing it out of 100 million.
Alexander Isak?
Oh, yes.
More than 100 million.
That is the amount that Newcastle quote. That is the amount. They say they will sell him more than 75.
Was 75.
Yes. And Alexander Isak
more than 100 million.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the
Pounds.
Pounds and euros.
But the system right now,
marketing has been inflated. And we're there.
It's not bad.
Declan Rice more to saying.
But I think 100 million is
Declan Rice more to saying.
It's too much.
No, meba. Say Declan Rice more to saying. Now Manchester United to Lenny Euro saying Prince Mbwami. What on saying? Lenny Euro. What on 75?
But some of this business, at the end of the day, who said, "Why a bad business?"
You have to go with it.
When him or best sets a standard ni pace no. Jurgen Klopp no Pep Guardiola. Jurgen Klopp was signing for Van Dijk 75 no. A raise your eyebrow say, "Hey, centre back for 75." But when a very starts all prove you know, a catapult say yeah. Maguire Man United to on saying 80 million. And then Declan Rice about
another bad
million.
business.
And listen, and who will say a bad business? Say me na me to my dear. Let me say 100 and over. Upa jai. And you phone koso na uka no 9. Inti jina nchai. Say the koso no. Inti Alexander Isak no is priced out of Arsenal omu range no. Now, my mentor also waits. The AC Italy and they about the Coppa Italia final between AC Milan and Bologna. Now
the winner qualifies for Europa League.
The winner qualifies automatically to the Europa League. And say the outcome Bologna munina more fighting for the Champions League slot because it's a winning last game probably is over qualify for the Champions League high. And Italian Serie A the competition has been very tough because AS Roma are in the picture. There is Lazio who are also in the picture. AC Milan in the picture. Juventus, Atalanta is confirmed. I'm qualify. Next season, we will Atalanta in the Champions League. So in Italy, it is Napoli, Inter Milan, and Atalanta that qualify for the Champions League. The other slots will be determined by the rest of the games. Now, Coppa Italia Tobiano, manager friend, that is Vincenzo Italiano. Olusi just last weekend, Friday, Edema Team AC Milan by 3-1. And player no year torn in the flesh, Santiago Gimenez, the boy from Mexico. On decided game no team AC Milan. And Bologna got the first goal. And this season, already one shot twice. Bologna share AC Milan 1-0. In the first game of the Serie A. In the second game of the Serie A, AC Milan beat Bologna by 3-1. So for now, Bologna are wounded lions. More players be need bebre, but they get the job done. One player may impress me part this season. I bring for Riccardo Solini. And no wonder, Ossolini, when FIFA, he was touted to lead the Italian national team after Mario Balotelli. But I said, brother, sometimes you can make predictions, but predictions na ya nemfa. I said betting. Now guess what? Say no game no more bono. Me player me throw the pie still Santiago Gimenez because we are fresh from scoring 2 goals against Team Bologna. AC Milan have a better chance of winning their first trophy.
So we meet you last week, yeah.
Yes, we meet you. No, share 3-1.
3-1.
Now,
yeah.
Assembly Swiss were Italy. When him say Giants be were Italy, say we top from Kra. So when him Sampdoria. Sampdoria co relegation. I say what Ghana no kasa heart and asa kotokwana. Sampdoria come level nice as gold in Ghana.
Okay.
They at a point in time they were the third force. On the last year they compete. First no Inter Milan, AC Milan, Juventus. And Sampdoria Sampdoria.
I remember those days that stubborn
star-studded. And at a point in time,
Antonio Cassano.
Yes,
Cassano
put their son in latter bloom. Make the early days now, Roberto Mancini, and Gianluca Vialli, about Sampdoria. And then, I'm not Sampdoria Dino. In the year 1991, when was Sampdoria Europa League? And Sampdoria, what boy UEFA a Super Cup ni be paying. That was in the year 1990. They played with their own AC Milan. No, Lucy, those times, no, Super Cup, no, in double-legged, 2-legged affair. Say, the AC say, this a club, but what players will produce at a point, or producing Juan Sebastian Veron. Omunya Samueleto was Sampdoria. Omunya Patrick Schick. Omunya this Moroikadi Jorgen Klinsmann. Omunya was Sampdoria paying. But no, Sampdoria are relegated.
Okay.
This time, not in the Serie A, not in the Serie B. They say, Omoko Serie C.
Wow.
That is a sad story.
Very sad story. Apostle General.
Okay, now, maintain was you.
Chairman Bachodia.
Maza, so bad in the baby no packaging on them street too heavy. Now, usi, we are Bema. Now, open say our friend, we are action man. Oh, Sebi, you have to check Ubutum crab before I can say open action. And you know, I got trying to say. How much?
But Apostle said, "Be on a board. Are you waiting? I board.
TB, me na me Tomade. Forget today is a demand and supply issue, and the strikers and who endorse. So kakra hon, that's basic economics. Kakra hon, nepa 50 every 10 hono, 10 strikers, 50 clubs every 10 strikers. Of course, naturally, the demand in terms of value appreciation because sanity
Scarcity.
And then also don't forget that you are Ukotosikeni, Yentosikeni Adiu. Ukotosikeni, Newcastle United is owned by my own Saudi Arabia. So Sebi only team I hear team now almost Pesika de ABB. So those are the dynamics. And they are priced about 150 million to 200 million pounds. If you are ready, if you are not ready, I'm sorry. So either saw this Kanbako to now Koto Niger Kasatintino because in the football business it's about cash down. Good negotiation and then networking. Yes, that's how it's going to work. So who price now would the man also one can say there be any sanity. There's few, we don't have quality strikers. How many quality strikers we have in the world today? Few. Isaac is not that consistent with even numbers. But San Abano, he's had a wonderful season. Last season he was not that good. But San Abano. So Lenjao, that's not what I really want to talk about. Quick one, may call FIFA Council. Now, FIFA Council, the highest decision-making body of FIFA. FIFA Council, led by Gianni Infantino, the president of FIFA. Oma Jatum said, "Ema ball bono." They call 48 clubs. there were proposals as to whether Nyansa or Nyansa name. So with the NTA president before I continue, NTA Infantino before I continue.
Decided today to increase the number of participating teams or participating countries in the FIFA Women's World Cup to 48. As of the edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup 2031, there will be not any more 30.
Clearly, Sa proposal started about 2 years ago, before the Women's World Cup, of course, in 2023, Australia and New Zealand. Discussion, of course, even the how to increase the marble numbers. No, don't forget, even at the 2023 World Cup, Australia and New Zealand, the first time moved from 24 to 32 crowd. No. But so at the end, FIFA will be so interested in doing that. It is because, and then marble, no, I have said that in the next 12 years, Myanmar football should be careful in terms of sponsorship. In branding, in marketing, I mean, it pushes, there's a lot of interest and excitement in it than that of men. Now, you have to understand, so now we are 48, best start here with USA 2031. 2027 year Brazil, was 20, so it's 2031 will take place. And the best shot here 48 teams, you know. So you are going to have 12 groups of 4 teams each. From 64 matches now, you are going to have 104 matches being played. Now, Adia Bakwa are convincing Infantino FIFA Council power a year. Sebi, the number of sponsorship they had from Paris 2019 to 2023, 30 sponsors. Now, 30 in 2019 it was 15. So in 4-year interval, Imawa Kabanya double figures in terms of that. Now, beyond that, we shared this 2023 World Cup. Broadcasting right was astronomical, 267 million euros. That was the broadcasting right. Now, there shock you, say marketing right, the Toma Ma said be memorable. But Mabo, they were able to make $455 million, euros, sorry, as marketing right of Mudiama, a course ton, ye tournament, and that was what it generated. Even licensing of certain parts of Omo products for the World Cup, no, generated 181. Now, in all, the tournament 2020 generated $101.2 billion, and then 500 million was spent on expenditure. Now, in analyzing a situation whereby England, Bobola, ima 47 million in England alone, 47 million women watch the game. Now, young girls from age 15 to 18 are almost starting a developing interest in women football. Watching of women football has grown from less than 1 million to 15 million during the period of 2023 World Cup. Now, these are the data they are working with. You have a situation whereby over 2 billion viewers across the globe. Actually, they have a streaming of 27.5 million people. Now, in my World Cup, just a short spell of time, if these are the numbers it's generating and the interest, then we have to spend more money and we'll get better money. We'll get broadcasting right. Quality companies will come and partner for us. They anticipate is that by 2031 they will have 50 sponsors, because in 4 years they have 30. Now, the way it's going based on normal research on why they are taking the decision now. Women football in the next 12 years at the global level will be too huge. According to Infantino,
or say the last World Cup, New Zealand 2023.
New Zealand and Australia.
Yeah, Australia generated $570 million.
Yes, and what I gave you was the total revenue generated minus that 500. Yeah. You understand? They generate over 1 billion, and areas almost generate. They made that profit. Now, if you make such a profit in such a short spell, they mean to invest a lot. Now, one good thing is coming up, and we have to be careful. The fact that Ghana, we have to also start being serious about it. Now, who said Obidi said Raquel Kundanja, Nisil from Madrid to FCB, $862,000. You have Barbara Banda, Nisil, Shanghai Shenji, you understand me? To Orlando Pride, $740,000. Now, Uyi Gema, Wako Chelsea, over 1 million. These two Africans are in the top 3 of the world best, expensive players. Yeah. So the years where you see Marball, it is going down. Then check this. We increase it to 48. I mean, there's 16 new nations. And UMA players, 20 players per team. UMA of 140 players or 50 players, opportunity to have access. And also, minor benya an association fee from FIFA because minor qualify. I bet develop women football in the country. Now, guess what? Idea saying who say a reduce poverty in countries where it's Kenya. And then, okay, 2023 World Cup. South Africa, Nigeria, Jamaica. Almost sikana FIFA say odibe man. Almost for mom no munche. But FIFA said no. For the first time, FIFA decided to pay man $30,000 at the group stage appearance. So the money is paid direct to account, not to the FA. So now we are Francois free Ghana. Now Kobo Ghana qualify work. Now a young girl who free me crassy baby or me free anya or Volta Regina. Now you have $30,000. Do you know what that is going to do for? And $30,000 is just a group stage because round of $60,000. And then when you go to quarterfinal, $90,000. Spain mano, almost $270,000 each. So you realize that the emphasis FIFA is playing on the women game is because of 1, they've invested.
Okay.
2, the investment are wreaking a lot of revenue. So now, first, no, once Ghana first years old, ma ball no, you parents. But if you check, listen to the girls that played the last under 15 schools competition. I said now the interest is growing gradually because now there are more benefits. Players every year for ball Tanzania. Agbomashi ebo ball ewo ASFA. She makes a minimum $10,000 a month. So even the platform and opportunity for players to do well financially to reduce poverty in their families within the continent is high. And Sana Europe, just like Raquel, they are making show, any Barbara, they are making show. So the opportunity FIFA is giving to women football in terms of the investment is incredible. The only thing you can do is to take advantage of it if you're a country that you are serious to develop women football and also make money. And for me, 30-31 is going to be a mind-blowing, okay, because once a broadcasting right will increase. Because welcome, the 1 week person can 1 month to be able to accommodate for the increment. It means that broadcasting right will increase by 30 to 40%. It means that marketing opportunities and benefits to sponsors, better increase by the duration. 1 week now increase, so there will be more money coming into the game. The end say we have to learn to take advantage of this opportunity.
Okay. Time in there as one as yeah, me bet we in mammy now. Yo, and say yeah, 10 now. And see, Bre, Filippo, Betway. Yendi Betway. And that course in Kofo Busapa. Mubusa platform and so and there be BBN ho sa. May way.
Yes. And your quotes no 3 as usual.
Okay.
Now your quotes no and a display on the screens those on TV na screens no so your quotes no egu ho 1D8 FA 24C 1D8 FA 24C your second code 1D9 0 F 7F B3 now 1D8 F8 A03 that is our third code. Now your last code 1D90 1D90 E0 E7 and those now already a friend from Takrad Nana Benti Akiko Nakata or very much interested also interested in the quotes in Masre Nana every screens in what Takrad Katana. These are the quotes. Betway or say get way more. Betway Fesika Betway get way more.
Mira say no Filippo and so and no Betway no some way na course na sanso die platform na so nti se bia wanya ne yi a when you join your Facebook and so obetimi anya na wasan so afa ye bedi nkomo na ye ni Donek herbal mixture for mpanifo na eba bekasa ene ewo show we so na Donek for de ye numu fritete wo mo ba ye enche bebiri nanso adwuma amobɔ no enya asem ketwa kora eye duro wanwaso a aba da ne da meka ade kire wi asese Donek herbal mixture no eye aduro mu twatwutwu kata a kyese lawyer wanwaso a mema afa odi yasem ede maye ewo mpaso owura akwaba
ene amina
bibia eboko de
na me adom pacho na so ye
nyankopon da roma
Australia mpo ase ba me chia ahwefo de atiefo obia no me chia no me chia enuma samo senior high teacher fo nyina so.
Okay. Diamond Scientific Research on Alternative Medicine Hospital. One no mode Donek herbal mixture dia bedwa maso ene nkomoda wo di free maso ye no magana futiu
yo me da se tell me body ka chia atiefo no ani ahwefo no every bia omo hu TV so sports any other programs also na panyifa say aboso ba ana ma eja
paye
anunti every bia no ye pese ye ba ne be kai abanfo ahwefo ade atiefo adu papa Diamond Scientific for ye de aba Ghana ha ye de aba wiase any benefit anase emfaso a amanfo enya any adansidi a ekoso
okay
anunti say wo hwem ya no pai anase wo tie me ya no pai na say wunya akwan konkoto bi dia ene na mesere na o hwira de pa
okay
adoni din de Donek herbal mixture Donek herbal mixture na wo hwese de yesi atwere so na atwere so May Vitality
okay
say ayaduru ayeden ebua emema pa eno a ene Wednesday on
na Wednesday
yeah Monday no papa bi frey of so free tech na wo se na yase ne yasa best 2 weeks wato aduru anu a na yase na enko ana obi di dance aduru ho dances e kire no na wo se ne onkwanko to ntwanhwe to ko to no tech junction on tech junction food bridge no ase pharmacy we AK pharmacy
okay
ha ho no ko to aduru no so ba na otia no na ka bikitikiti ahwe de aduru de to ba de amenu ba ko hwe amenu ya obu de tri ba ko no onom ya no dae enu ana ye wo sister station ye ha no frɛ de ewura inside say no frɛ say menu a ade aduru no ya ama me no na easy na me frɛ mo abɔ maba so na ma sa ka kire mo say aduru no ma mo nsɛ no ma ya se ya aja me ja be 2 weeks ni a ma to aduru anu no enko no do na kan me no ba ko pɛ na me kokko dae na ju say me ti dae no anya asem keto a na me ka kire mo say aduru no mo di aba no mo de Ghana for de mo de ade ba na say ekwa animu a ana say amafo so mu a na ma wo say no
so mo say eto de bia afi de bedu some cost of production akosoro ni ade a mutubu say na the quality no so aba beti
me na ye sha Ghana for but say cost of production kosoro a see e be say aduro ni de and you rather increase the price of the product
okay
so the be ya be to maintain a standard but say ye ti aduro no quality no so de ensi the Ghana for anya what short say aduro we pa de nya de e be say no da na me say ka say o ye be ma na wo paduru anom e de aya adwuma de a me kire say ye wo be ba me ma ye ye wo de ye ne mpaso anadwo ene ye wo de ye ne daytime e de pesika be fie be hwa abusua ni nyina aduro aya ho adwuma
okay
amemfa de ye na wia no emransa esan se sika ho hia ye ni sika wo ye botomu a ye ntime nya dai ye ntime anya bibia e da me kire say se wo sori ana pa na opese unya ahode kokoya adwuma ekope sika be fie a ahunya se wakoto energy drink anom na wo tutu amu agum ana se obetwa sa akogina wi aso ya adwuma abra Donek ba Mr. ewo ho adura wo behia obanom obonya ahode sonko de akoya adwuma awia no aya Donek ba Mr. me kire se aya immune booster
okay
anunti se immune system ewo fom wo ya adwuma kakabo ne wa bre Misawa adura obehia aya Donek herbal mixture fa hoto so anapa no obekwa adwuma so no kapo ye de nom ehye so numbi awia numbi anwumra numbi na ahode a de ma ede na adwuma abaye no so wo ya mesini a blocks a obetwa no na se blocks a obetwe ani mortar a obetwe na awia no anhwe obeka sa akwa pane na ngo pane bia na ya adura we sei na aye ama sa ahode no
okay
aya Donek herbal mixture
me ya na line a number ni hia me pa e san say ye kasa wo TV so Facebook obi ho ni access to that way obi o tie radio obi su ticket mu obesi nti dama no ye mfa na ma ne ntudwa na afi ye ntwa ye nkomodie ne so
me nam das na me
e 0246 727
yes
677
ano
0246 727 677 fa number no na frɛ na bimpa ntiremu bi wɔ akyire a emre no nti ontumi nka ne nyina ha wo frɛ na ɔde atoa so de ama well ade ba ko ɛya na nkɔfo suro akyire paa yɛ sɛ manum aduro no ɛsunsunsanso ɛyɛ sɛn tituru kura nnuru a dodoɔ na yɛ sɛ ɛyɛ mmɛmmɛduro yɛmfa mbadwuma no yɛfrɛ biribi asɛ gyaso deɛ no peking kranfoɔ no ɛyɛ na nsunsuan obi nom donek herbal mixture nsunsuansoɔ no yɛ sɛn
asɛm a obi sɛ mani agye paa wone mekɔ sunya kyerɛ a ɛno obi frɛ me frɛ no kyerɛ a ɛyɛ opposite the ɔmo wɔ post office ha ɛyɛ old post office bi herbal shop bi ne opposite ɛfɛ no Sompa pharmacy ha te me kɔ ya me introduce aduro no kyerɛ papa no na ɔsɛ amenia aduro a ɛyɛ mema aduro a ɛyɛ ayi sɛ deɛ syrup sɛ deɛ me hu bi da na amanfo atabato aduro wa se no ɔmo no complain sɛ ɔmo tie ɔmo ya na maduro sɛ na tie that was November no mu na me kɔ na me sɛ ja aduro ya me da bai sɛ bɛ ya ɔbɛgya tum nti no aduro me ntɔn ma me ma ba ko ankasa kɔ try hwɛ na sɛ te saa aduro no me de ba menye na me da aduro no ma no me nya sɛ otu aduro no bi tɔn ɛwɔ cap herbal ɛwɔ sunyan wow ɛyɛ di Sompa pharmacy na mpɛdam kyɛ sɛ onu maduro we sia sɛ wo kɔ akɔtɔ aduro bi anom ama wutie dwawo ama ade bɛkya no pa na sɛ wɔno so briw ade bɛkya no pa na sɛ ade white bi bɛgu ano do na ɛkan ɛnte saa ɛyɛ pure natural ɛna yɛde ayɛ yɛde no buna ma anasɛ nkohini ma akɔnkɔ anwɔtwe ɛna yɛde do na kaba mɛscha no ɛno ntinya aduro aba bɛnom na ade bɛkya na wutie dwawo gaga mesrɛ wa ɛnte saa obi anu maduro bi adi adanse aduro ba yɛ bora hwe ɛno nti ɛnya atoro ne yɛdie sɛte saa kaminu anu mo nom no enka ɔma bɛka ayo donek ho adanse ne yɛdie na me ka sɛ woyɛ obi a wosisi paa ɛyɛ wo ya
sisi yare no
ɛyɛ wo ya paa woyɛ ho hwia ɛnyɛ yie sisi yare ɛtum mienu ɔkoto sɛ kura sɛ ɔfa ade a otimi ansɔre nyina hɔ saa so na ogyina hɔ no sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔfa ade a ɔfam a otimi ankoto sɛ wa adura wo bohia na abɛnom sisi yare no nyina abɛkɔ ama wɔn ɛyɛ donek herbal mixture baabi bia wo Ghana ha bia Ghana fa na ha nyina baabi a yɛntimi nkɔyɛ nkɔ ayɛ oti regions ana upper west upper east ɛhɔ na boga wɔ no ha nti boga ana dambaye nkɔ na yɛntimi nkɔyɛ but the 14 out of 16 regions in the yakoba bia ɛno nti baabi a wo bia no sɛ wo pɛ do ne bi atɔ ebi wɔ hɔ na me san ka sɛ me nua ɔsɛ me na me kama ma asɛm me ka sɛ me ma wɔ adwuma mienu baako no yɛ na wia
ɛno yɛde yɛwe deɛ prisika no sɛ no awurade na ka kyerɛ yi o yɛkɔyɛ bɔne na ɔdom yɛ sɛ wobɛhwe w'ani ho fifira nso wadidi nti ɛno no wɔ hɔ
nti awia no wobɛsɛ w'ani fifi paa but anadwo no so no wɔ adwuma a wɔ sɛ akɔkɔyɛ what I say wɔ adwuma a wɔayɛ na wia na wɔ sɛ wɔbi anadwo na anadwo deɛ no neɛ de asɛm ne ba no ɛni sɛ wowɔ problem anadwo no deɛ a
wow pa but as I say we a doping substance just say nsunsuanso boni bie ne ho what I say we be dopu how be adwuma eno ani donek no
is na ya to ate no ya take kwata na ya to ate no once obi to ate amote pa no ho a na ate ne kete ato si pa no si a na e bom panifo no
ni atu ka no ho sa
ate no nyina afiri no de enete adai ahyem ya fa nse wa hye no kubu mesra wo so ya be ma hye kubu wo ba hye kubu de ane na do na ka ba mesra
dudo no
we dudo akeka do nko a dudo we kama akote 20 ma no no na afifra hase efiru na anadwo no we say 20 minutes solid a kire din
lando no
na adanse wa adwuma say adanse wa adwuma hanom aye donek heba mescha be ma be na hwe ya no
wonim de ntia mesesere no adanse amatene we kire ho adanse ko de oba no ye na betri nko na bo nsisi gina bo olando blank stage kum
so ye be ma na wo hwe me anopa ya be bia wo bia ifa na wo kokope donek ni bi
bi
enti wa sema mama sa e ma oba no enkasaka so ni rough e ma nante so rough
okay
e sense o ma adwuma ntia ene na wonya donek ni bi no man enu na wono nyina pia gu nchen wo de fa number na egu tv na se na fra ye ne
0246 727
Yes.
677. And no me ball lines now bonus and I simple my own 0246.
Yes.
Now I train no. One more train one. Now if you watch it 727. Now I bought a 677. And no any line. No dear friend. Then chilemu bia we chira. Yes, so in fan can home for my.
Like I say, we will be able to see pa.
Okay.
Mr. Osanya glaucoma and a how. And I said there be a cataract and I said be a te and I say a woman so there. That's all person when I call who can carry a who dia Mr. A draw here do neck about Mr.
Do neck heba mix.
Do neck need to draw say your boy to the call labono and say at the Burma 25.
Okay.
I don't know how to say. Probably I want to be an so my man now papa anya stroke. Ontimi anantie ontimi ankasa yi a mesre wa na ho de ne sisi yi a adura wo de bema no afi obekasa yi ne ho ba yi ne den yi no aye donek heba mixture enkranfo a mo hwe me anopai ana se mo tie me anopai for no kire okanshi dragline
kanshi dragline wa
dragline akra na me kan okanshi dragline repash heba capital O2 heba ana kinsrock heba o mo nyina wa bi fa akoma bi a commercial bank ne ewo no do bi a wo pa bia no kwa o mo de bema so we keep kusudia and na boachi ansa pharmacy a we kotokura ba market and I said boachi ansa heba takwade for every minute mensa mensa
okay
sunane cap heba moze pharmacy and afa green light pharmacy okwa almost a wholesalers obenya bi etu atone e ba chawo say o tie me na pay de bia e ba na tamale for obo fresh a nua na me adum de bia ma na tamale so wo tamale an pay a ba chawo for ni kire dokuloku pharmacy dokuloku pharmacy
okay
ha awa tamale say ya wade a for chire ba ma hu patwa GN bank ne opposite heba shop bi ho no wura ho kwa obenya donek ni ebi ato
okay
patwa omo tie me an pa ya omo eye babiani greater pharmacy ana rafa heba ana kinako pharmacy omo nyina aso ato ne bi say ya hodi a ana na ya abetsam patwa omo agraso duro achem oda sa eba be se asemfo su ho nyina bi wo ho ba bia ga na ba bia wo bia no anu tire numbers na atudwa no ana se egu tv no so no ba bia wo bia no frɛ ne a esan se ye bre na so tam no 10 minutes pe ntimi no nkasa nche fada mo na egu tv na se no na afɛ ye nkasa patwa obo mu tie radio no emfa number na afɛ mi nsɔre aye 0246 72 76 77 0246 72 76 yeah ka say e ma no amu hwe do so e ma nom mema nom etobia mfrɛ na afɛ ye ne mu eni nkomo minia nakopon ehira o
esomeda sepa eno eye donek heba mixture Diamond Scientific Research and Alternative Medicine Hospital wamo ena ye no mu edi enkomo yi frɛ wɔ mo sesie na nkomo bia kachi no wɔ mo so ene wundi na bibia so entumi nya kama memfa few messages na afi yentoa so messages aba no dɔso pa ba yemfa kakra emfemfiri hɔ ye wia na afi yatoa so Orlando enso atenasia odi local issues no enso eba we siesie no ho awie wa ye krado oba enti yemfa messages no kakra happy birthday to me Pedro Madina Cruz. More update from Indiana's police. Kumasi Tanos Kespen Junction is the main location. Oh, happy birthday, Uncle Mao, my very good friend Pedro Pedroa. Filippo Kwabrikase, Master Dambruka Kente Stretch Shop. Happy birthday to my daughter Frempom Manson Echa. We every Filippo. One so o messenger what the abre yeno. Godfred Inti Ember, you are brutal. Who message I don't know. Godfred Bentel. Please, my name is Godfred Bentel from Huni Valley, Bassa, all the way. Samson Abdul Basit with emojis of fire. Kodra Sempa of Kodra Sempa Furniture Work. This sports show is so amazing from Kodra Sempa Furniture Works. Edum Kumase, a Hona Usuchi ya. Wajoni Yenuya Esther Otebo. Or say hi, good morning. I'm watching you live from Eduma School. Keep up the good work. Where your question links. Message no Inshiraba Omale di Fabregas. Also the Osbiebego. Kofi Ajma Blackman. I say good morning. Watching you inside Accra. Pig Farm. Accra. When I also share Mfanfo Douglas. Yate wonka. Sansuna. Boca Juniors and River Plate rivalry is massive. In fact, massive. On so the 2 p.m. Asante Mampong. Happy birthday. Happy glorious birthday to Commander 1 Julius Agahoa, a brother from another mother. Julius, enjoy your day. From 2 p.m., Mampong announce wa Johnny Berima Ousu Ansa or say share. Please update on us now. Where you believe a message and so on. Or say Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United are lucky to reach the semi-final of the Europa League. If not, Anka, the whole world will turn against them. However, the players of both teams must be up and doing to the level of the set team. When so what they brain no. When see Owusu Richmond, or see you are the best. You make me chop something from Betway last week. Kudos to you guys. Watching you live. Waiting for the course, exclusive designer from Techimai. One also the free our Johnny. Mejidisa Wonsaka. Course and already candy at together. Lookman, or say good morning, guys. Once the no Kingsford Akon, or say the heat is on. You guys have a solid team from foreign news presentation to analysis to local news. I love you guys for real. Where Kingsford Akon will message no. Or say Victor Gyökeres can play as center forward for Arsenal, and he's proven it in Europe. Sesko is better than him either. Ishak or Gyökeres going forward. Arsenal needs to be serious. Kai Havertz is playing. Chelsea and United are way off their level. Look at the players being linked to these teams. Very, very bad. When see Yenya Douglas no. Piaga say good morning, guys. Kwesi Alonso or say Ember with emojis of fire and Odiesuo and Yentuaso. Gideon Eddy, give credit to Liverpool, a team that maintained its core team and brought in only Federico Chiesa. And you are saying just an ordinary side? Well, that is it was so message with the abreye and no Aski Gel also always loving listen to Apostle General. I love how we introduce him, the Apostle General. We ask Gel or Dami Edu Paul Senior or say Ember Moni Ejumapa also message no. So message is in big gusua eba. Young call for a very short commercial break. Yeba says here Orlando at nas yeba local issues no beba. Short commercial break. Yeba says here. Message no. So young call for a very short commercial break. Yeba says here Orlando.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer.